Hey guys, welcome back to Fleet Friday. This week we're out in Brooklyn at the Rescue Deployment Center, and we'll be taking a look at one of the high axle rigs. There is a total of 6 high axle rigs in the FDNY. They are all 2013 International 4400s with Ferrara bodies. They are also 2.5 ton vehicles. These trucks are activated for major flooding incidents and major snowstorms. Usually 3 inches or more of rain with flash flood warnings. And for snowstorms, usually anything over 8 inches of snow. These trucks can operate in up to 53 inches of deep standing waters and over a foot of snow, as these vehicles are 4-wheel drive. Standard FDNY firefighting vehicles max out at about 20 inches. Taking a look inside the cab, they have a seating for 5, staffed with usually 4 firefighters and an officer. For in-city operations in the 5 boroughs, these trucks are staffed by rescue and squad personnel. Anything other will be staffed by deployment members. Inside the cab, you will notice extra chargers, wipers, a defib, light tower. You also notice that the seats all have SCBA pack holders. For deployments, you also see a megaphone. These trucks may be staffed for deployments for snow deployment, swift water deployment, and even a chainsaw deployment for like windstorms. Side compartment, got a chock to help get rigs out of snow. Some extra chains. Now we'll check out the back of the truck. Back swings down to 1 step, and then it also has a tow hitch so they can tow other boats. And then on the compartment on the right, they have a 3-step that gets added to the back so you can enter the rear of the truck. Taking a look in the back of the truck here, it has seating for about 24 and maybe 10 standing. It has a Stokes basket, a life ring, and 2 personal throw rope bags. In the wintertime, this truck will also be equipped with an ice rescue collar. Underneath where you sit is all compartments that we will go through where all extra equipment is carried on both sides. By keeping everything on the truck mostly helps for a quicker deployment. Only very few things have to be added to this vehicle to go in service. In this first compartment, we got 2 chainsaws, chainsaw chaps, and helmets. We got bar and chain oil, cans of moto mix, wanders, and in the yellow bag is 5 PFDs. We got shovels, rope bags, and cases of water. Got traffic flares and 6 lengths of 2.5 rolls of hose. Got a 2.5 nozzle, set of irons, a male hydrant wrench, caution tape, glow sticks. Got a 10-inch chain, tow strap, bolt cutters, a hook, More chains. When these high axle units are activated, they may be activated for snow deployment or swift water deployment. All members are swift water certified. They usually activate as a team with this truck and a swift water pickup truck. Usually 2 firefighters and an officer are on the high axle, and the other 2 firefighters are in the swift water pickup truck. A minimum of 2 high axles go in service at a time. There's a total of 6 of them. They usually go to Rescue 2 and Rescue 3 and Squad 270. If it's a total of 6, they may activate Rescue Battalion 2 or a deployment supervisor. Here's a look at one of the swift water pickups and 2 more of the high axle units. This is high axle 6. And high axle 1 on the other side. Here's a look at one of the swift water pickup trucks. They are also equipped with some equipment, and they respond together with the high axle as one unit. In the back here, we have 2 Zodiac boats that can be blown up with the motors. Inside the box is a generator, extension cords, a Pelican light, some rope, 200 feet, 4 45-minute cylinders to fill up the boats. And during winter storms, they usually switch this one out with a chainsaw kit, so they will have 2 more chainsaws on this truck as well. And during windstorms also. Here's a look inside the cab. It's got 2 radios and lights and sirens. This truck is usually staffed with 2 firefighters. This truck is a 2016 Ford F-250. In the back seat, they have EMS equipment with a trauma bag and traffic triangles. They have some garbage bags, and then this bin is stuff to help inflate the Zodiac boats. They have what's called a octopus that helps inflate the Zodiac boats inside the gray bins, and some extra equipment. This is all the equipment that each member is supplied with. For the deployment, they get a set of boots, throw rope, swift water helmet, a PFD equipped with a knife, thermals, gloves, and socks. This is all reusable equipment. It gets washed. They get a bag and their swift water suit. Here's a look at high axle 3 when it was put in service a few years ago for a snowstorm. It's been a while for an over 8-inch snowstorm, but this was the last one here. When the high axle units and swift water units are activated, they have to survey prone areas that flood throughout that borough. And here you will see one of the high axle units going around the Bronx, checking areas that are prone for flooding and making sure no one is trapped or any areas of the city have to be evacuated due to high tides, flash flooding, etc. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Leaf Friday on the high axle units. These units may also be activated for windstorms, and they have chainsaw kits in the deployment center that they can put into pickup trucks. If you have any questions about the operations, you can leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much for supporting these Fleet Fridays.